What's up everybody, it's Casey, the Game Pt, and we're back here again with the recap of my D&D campaign, Rise of the Mechromancer, Part 3. If you've been enjoying the series so far, please let me know by leaving a comment about what your favorite part has been. It means a lot to anyone who watches the video, and anybody who doesn't, they're kind of missing out, I think. Last we left off, our party had just finished looting an old Demir warehouse. As they turned around, they found that Callum and Sylvie had disappeared outside in the looting process. This means that they were absent for this session, just after setting an alarm spell near the Mogushan Vault entrance. The remaining party decided that they would exit the area while discussing their current objectives and relative priority, no particular order. Find Zafa and Elite and put her out of business, or put her out of business, depending on personal circumstances. Empower their Mistwalker amulets. Find the warehouse in the slums where Karina mentioned the missing people being taken. Decipher the history of the Incarnates book. Investigate the cult of K05 and their relationship to the Converted. Restore Sylvie's memories. Locate the Temple of Tyr beneath the seas and awaken the most faithful. Investigate the nanite clouds and the autophage curse, which firmly is disease. And learn more about the Converted themselves. By the time they had reached the entrance, the conversation had finished and a chill ran through the air. The party then began to hear mimic cackles and laughter all around them, as well as ghostly wails before the sound of ethereal wing beats above added to the cacophony of horror. They then passed some arcana and history checks to notice that this was the laughter of Rakdos cacklers, which is a stat block from the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, that are used as undermarket hit squads, as well as some type of ghosts and winged horrors, another Ravnica block. Ale used his divine sense to determine that they were indeed fiends, ghosts, and some type of aberrations above them that they could not see, as they all rolled initiative. The fight lasted a few turns before the players began to get an odd sense that something wasn't right. Just then they heard the stonework above them begin to crack as something was trying to get through. A few more seconds and down dropped the Nemesis, taking a large chunk of fall damage on the way and launching into initiative himself. This caused the party to change tactics, and through some clever use of echolocation ability, granted via use of a homebrew item, and a darkness spell, they managed to stun the monster long enough to escape. As he left foe, Khan looked back and managed to catch a glimpse of the inside of the Nemesis' skull, through all the damage, and see that Nemesis had a metal-enforced skull, and a fancier version of the K05 chip they had seen so many times before. He had a natural 20 on the investigation check, which let him see that inside of this, that K05 chip had some scry runes embedded or emblazoned on it, so that the Nemesis could assumedly scry on them so many times a day to try and find them. It took them a bit, but they managed to find a place in the undermarket where they could rest for a moment before Snow decided they needed to return to their temple and inspect the damages. The rest of the party split off, aiming for Zafa and Elite in hopes she might have more answers, and, if for nothing else, would put her out of business. Gideon jumped into his bottle of respite and identified the rest of the magical items and scrolls before the party leveled up to level 6, and our session ended there. This was another combat session mostly, so the lore drops were kind of hit and miss there, but I hope you all enjoyed it the same regardless. Kind of a current goal list for the players. Players, please let me know if I've missed anything that you think is out and about in the aid there. Otherwise, I'm Casey, the Game Pt, and at the end of the day, we'll always be here. Bye-bye, everybody.